welcome back to my channel. I'm Miss Cherry and I'm back today with a kind of cool, different video again. I am bringing you a video about my birthday present from my amazing husband. It is the Disney Lego castle. It was such a cool present. I can't even explain it to you, but what we're gonna go through today, I'm gonna talk about what it was like to build this, how long it took. I'm also gonna give you a little bit of a review of what I thought of the finished product, what I thought of the instruction manual, and also I'm gonna give you an entire tour of this castle because I am telling you, they did such a great job on the inside of this castle. And it's so crazy. They don't really advertise what's on the inside of this castle. And I don't understand why. The details in the back side of the castle are amazing. And so I'm going to take you on a tour of that. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the construction of this castle. So it is an exact replica of Cinderella's castle in Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World. And it was quite the undertaking. It's 4,080 pieces. And complete honesty, I am not the greatest Lego putter together-er. Like, it's just, for some reason, I'm just not good with these sorts of things. Like, I don't understand spatially where I should be putting things. And also, this manual is like 490 pages long. And I will say, like, for someone who's not like great at putting Legos together, like, their instruction manual is pretty awesome. So this castle was 14 steps, but when I say steps, it was 14 bags. And some of the steps had multiple bags. I believe step 1 had 3 bags of Legos. And you put together step by step. But what's really nice, I'll open this up. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but it is like a 3-dimensional type of instructions where it's like highlighted in red what you were supposed to put together. So at least the instruction manual was really good. And I will say, out of the 4,080 pieces, there was only 1 piece that was missing. And luckily my husband has a pretty extensive Lego collection. It was just like a 1x2 gray piece that was kind of like right in this area. I might be able to find it. It's really hard to see on the finished product, but I'll try to show it to you guys. I didn't feel that it was necessary to contact Lego and like try to get a replacement. It just seemed kind of like too much work for me. So I decided not to do that and just be resourceful and use what I have at home. So my friend Jackie, my friend Holly, my husband, and myself, we put this together over multiple weekends. And it took us, we don't really know, we time-lapsed the whole thing, which I'm going to show you the time-lapse construction. But I think it took us somewhere between like 8 to 12 hours. It was a lot of fun though. We had such a great time putting it together, and we worked together. Like, one of us would be organizing the pieces and the other person would be putting it together. And it was just a really fun activity to do. And we happened to do it over the holidays. So it was a really fun activity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert our time lapse here so you can see us putting together this thing from start to finish. And I will say that my cats make an appearance, like my calico cat, Telly. She hates books, and you might see her in this video like scratching at the manual and like trying to get the manual out of the way because she just hates anything that takes the attention away from her, which I can appreciate. She's a sweetheart, so you know, that happens. And also my tuxedo cat Julian also makes an appearance because he loves laying on Legos, and so you'll see him in there too. I was trying to find the circus music, you know, the do 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 do, but I couldn't find it. So I got this really awful carnival music that sounds like a clown that's farting. So I hope you guys enjoy that. But here's the time lapse. Check it out. here it is in the flesh. I'm sorry, I can't even fit it into the frame, but that's okay. I am going to give you guys a tour of this Lego castle. It is almost 3 feet tall. I know you can't see the top of it, but Tinkerbell is attached to the top. It came with the four of the Fab Five. Oh no, Sensational Six, because Daisy's not in there. Anyway, it came with Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy, and then it also came with Tinkerbell. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on the back side of the camera and I am gonna give you a complete tour of this awesome castle. The details, again, Disney details, they just know how to do it.
Hi pals, I'm Mickey Mouse and welcome to my crib.
And so here we have the entire castle. It is almost 3 feet tall. I believe it's right around 30 inches. And so let's start at the bottom. And so as you can see, Cinderella's clock is almost at midnight. And I just placed the characters here. They can really go wherever their little Lego feet can fit. But I thought that on the entrance was really cute. They did such a good job on these characters too. I just thought they were super adorable. And as you come to the side, there's actually a Princess and the Frog detail, which I thought was so neat. And so it's got like this, isn't this like little crown detail is so cute. I just thought it was really nice that they paid homage to Princess and the Frog, as she's one of the newer princesses. And as you come up, you can see that inside here, there's actually an archery range. It's maybe a little bit hard to see, but there's a target, and then you can see the little bow on the ground there. Really fun details. I'm gonna move out a little bit. And then here's a detail here. These are actually working cannons, which is kind of cool. I feel like I call it the fireworks detail because that's what I want to believe that it is. So they actually do work though. Like you can press a button and it like blasts off, which is kind of fun. And then as you work your way up to the top of the tower, you can see Miss Tinkerbell doing her thing. There we go, the focus is better. Isn't she so adorable? Let me see if I can move her little fairy wand. Her fairy wand is like this really nice iridescent clear green, which I thought was such a fun detail. And now we're gonna move to the back of the castle. Hello, Dolly. What are you doing? Are you playing in the box? Okay, and so here is the back of the castle. And then let's start on the first floor. So as you can see, there's some shields on the walls, some knights, a grandfather clock, and then there are working doors right back here. There are 2 doors that you can open or close. And then here's a chandelier that actually moves and spins. And I really like the tile detail on the floor. I thought it was really pretty. And then there's a rose vase. And then off to the side here is our first Disney movie that it represents, where you have the magic carpet, and it does actually flip up. I apologize for it not being in complete focus. There we go. It does flip up and move, and then you also have Genie's lamp down here at the bottom. And so let's move up to the second floor. So there is this compartment that was really odd. It actually completely opens up, and inside of this, oops, I think I just popped it off. Inside of this compartment is a couple of things that represent Cinderella. And so I want to show those to you now. It is Cinderella's shoe in a case, which I thought was so fun, and I just did not want it to be placed inside of that little compartment, so I decided to take it out, and then I'm going to show it and leave it at the front of the castle so people can see it, because I thought that was really fun. The other thing that was in there was this book that has Cinderella's castle, and then when you open it, it says Once Upon a Time. And so I just thought that these two items were just so nice and so neat, and I could not resist them. And so what I decided to do is actually take those out of storage and place them onto the front of the castle. And so let's go to this little area. Here's the Beauty and the Beast room. And so as you can see, the Enchanted Rose is off to the right, right over here. And then over here is Lumiere. Isn't that so great? That was one of my favorite parts to put together. Lumiere is my favorite character from Beauty and the Beast. And I was very excited that they included him in this video. And for those of you that have been watching my channel for a little while, you guys know that Little Mermaid is my absolute favorite. And I have to say, I'm a bit disappointed because apparently this is the kitchen from the Little Mermaid scene where the chef sings les poissons, hee hee hee, ho ho ho. And I gotta say, I actually thought it was Cinderella's kitchen because this scene doesn't really have a lot to do with Little Mermaid. However, the details are super fun. Inside of this barrel, there's some sausages, there's like a little carrot, and then you have this really interesting jack-o'-lantern, which I do not remember from Little Mermaid, but there's a jack-o'-lantern, which is kind of why I thought it might have been for Cinderella, because there are pumpkins in Cinderella, but there are no pumpkins in Little Mermaid that I can remember, and I've watched that movie about a bajillion times. So anyway, but I love these tiny, like this tiny meat cleaver, and also the details on this side here where it shows all the little bottles and wine glasses and such. I thought that was really fun. So overall, for a kitchen, I thought it was a really fun detail. Little Mermaid, nah, that's questionable. And on to my most favorite room of the castle. This is Sorcerer Mickey's room, and it has a sorcerer hat. It also has the buckets and mops, and inside here is the Sorcerer's Spellbook, which I just thought was so neat from that iconic scene in Fantasia. So really cool. Next to it is the spinning wheel from Sleeping Beauty. Now what's cool about this, it does move, and also the needle does move too, but it is very fragile, so I'm gonna just leave it the way it is because the last time I touched it, it popped apart, so I don't want to deal with that again. And then this bedroom I just thought was so beautiful, and this is where the magic happens. And moving on anyway. And so this, I had to actually look this up because I was a little bit confused by it. I thought that this chest was actually like that little box that the huntsman's supposed to put Snow White's heart in, but actually it's not. What this is actually Rapunzel, a chest that represents Rapunzel. It's got her hairbrush. It also has a pair of scissors in here, and it has a piece of her hair after her hair gets chopped off. It turns to like this dark brown black, and it does have a piece of her hair in there too. I also placed the extra little firework guys in there too because I didn't really know what to do with them because they were loose. So I'm using this as a little storage area. I might clean that up and change it up a little bit. And then here we go with Snow White with the poison apple, and as well as the magic mirror. And the magic mirror, it does swivel. I'm not going to touch it. Again, this is a little bit fragile and I don't want to break it. And then you're moving up, and then on the top there are Tink's little feet. And so that is the inside of the castle. That was the nickel tour of my amazing birthday gift to Jesse, my husband. If you are watching this, thank you so much. You're the best husband ever. Like, this was such a cool gift to have. And for you guys, I want to know, what is your favorite part about this castle? What's your most favorite detail? My two favorite details are the sorcerer's room. I just thought that was amazing. And also I really love Tinkerbell. Like, I love that I can place her on the top of the castle. It kind of reminds me of like when she would fly during wishes. And so, well, I guess she flies during happily ever after too, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. So that's why I like that detail so much. So yeah, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite part is. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And also please subscribe. I'm gonna put out videos every week, and I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Have a magical day. Bye.